Today is December 5th, 2022. My name is Rob Carr of Kalamazoo Right to Life, and this is Pro-Life Week. Well, a few things today. The beginning stuff on presidential politics. I know we just finished the midterms, but for some people, we are hurtling toward the 2024 presidential election. Well, at least for some people. But Hillary Clinton, our dear friend Hillary Clinton, announced over the weekend that if a woman is the nominee, whether it's the Democratic Party or the Republican Party, if a woman is a nominee, Hillary will not vote for that woman unless she is pro-choice. So that's kind of earth-shattering bit of news, because Hillary is obviously pro-choice, and she would only want a pro-choice candidate, male or female. But that is, in some respects, bad news for the people who really want that glass ceiling to be broken. Though, of course, back in 2016, the glass ceiling was supposed to be broken with Hillary. But Donald Trump, of course, we know, beat her, thankfully. But for Republican women, prominent women who might even consider running for the nomination, Nikki Haley of South Carolina, or Kristi Noem of South Dakota, or is she North Dakota? I'm not sure now. They will not get Hillary's vote. So no shock there. Second item under presidential politics is a new opinion poll has just come out. Admittedly, this is way too early considering the 2024 elections, but a new survey has come out nonetheless. And it said that Ron DeSantis would beat Joe Biden for president 47 to 43%. Well, this is good news. And just for a little trivia here, Biden just celebrated his birthday a few weeks ago, and he turned 80. So if he were to run in 2 years and win, he would be 83 years old on Inauguration Day, January of 2025. You know, I think back to 1984 when Ronald Reagan was running for re-election. And there were major concerns about his health when I believe he was 73. And here's Biden. Biden would be 10 years older if he wins in 2024. So another question on the same survey said that Biden would beat Donald Trump 43 to 42%. And here again, these surveys are meaningless. Ron DeSantis hasn't even announced whether he's going to run. And for that matter, Joe Biden hasn't even announced officially that he's running for re-election. So take that for what it's worth. Last week, the Senate Judiciary Committee voted in a tie vote. You know, there are 22 members in the Judiciary Committee, the Senate Judiciary Committee, and because the Senate is a 50-50 balance, all congressional committees in the Senate are evenly divided between the majority party of Democrats and the minority party of Republicans. So for all Senate committees, they're all even. So in the Judiciary Committee, you've got 11 Democrats and 11 Republicans. And because it was a tie vote, along party lines, a certain judicial nominee has been blocked. And who is this person, you may want to know or ask about? Julie Reichelman. You may not recognize that name, but Julie Reichelman was the attorney who represented the Mississippi abortion clinic in the Dobbs case. She was arguing against the Dobbs decision. She wanted Roe v. Wade to remain the law of the land. And obviously we know that the Supreme Court ruled against Julie Reichelman. So the question is, if she were to get on a court, how impartial might she be when abortion-related cases might come before her desk? Now, because it was a tie vote, the only way for her to be chosen, be selected by the Senate, is if Chuck Schumer, the majority leader, gets the full Senate to vote on her nomination. And they would need all 50 Democrats to vote for her. And then Vice President Harris would be the tiebreaker, and she would get in 51 to 50. So the question is, what would Joe Manchin do? Joe Manchin is moderately pro-life. He has been, in most of the big cases, he's been fairly reliable as a pro-life Democrat. And the question is, will he vote with his party, or will he vote with his conviction? And the seat that Reichelman has been nominated for is for the Court of Appeals for the First Circuit, which I believe is up in Boston. And the appellate courts are one notch below the Supreme Court. So an appellate court appointment is a pretty important decision or appointment. So we'll see how this plays out, because there's a very good chance that she's going to get in. And then, of course, you still do have a few Republican senators who are moderately pro-abortion or pro-choice. And if they were to swing in her favor, well, Reichelman wouldn't even need Manchin's vote. So we'll see how it all plays out. But at least for now, the Julia Reichelman nomination has been blocked in the Senate Judiciary Committee. With that, I will let you go, and I will see you next time.